everybody. I am Dana Brigman of the Canine Coach Carolinas, and I am hoping to talk to you tonight a little bit about detoxing your home and how and why this is so important for the health and well-being of your dog and your family. So as we go through tonight, I'll just remind you that I am a Young Living distributor. My member number is 284-1061. And we will be talking about the Thieves line of cleaning products primarily, but why being in a green, clean household is so much more beneficial to you and your pet. I will remind you that I am not here to diagnose, treat, cure, or tell you that we can prevent any illnesses. But I will tell you that I have seen some exceptional changes in my lifestyle and dogs and others who I have helped along this journey. Things that we need to focus on, and change feels hard. Change feels really complicated. And to look back and think that what we're doing is not okay, not good enough, or requires any level of change can be a hard pill to swallow. But it was something that I had to face head on as I got more and more focused on my future longevity and my future wellness, and making sure that I was going to be on a path that allowed me to live a better lifestyle for many years to come. It all started when I was really around at my own dogs and my client dogs and thinking, why are we losing so many dogs so young? And why are so many struggling with health issues and mental issues? And friends and family that are no longer with us, that are struggling or suffered from a disease that cost them their lives. And I'm thinking, am I on that path? Am I doing all that I need to be doing to prevent things if I can, or to at least mitigate as much as possible? So lifestyle changes have been a big key, and one of the biggest, past nutrition, of course, I think, is the environmental factors that we are exposing ourselves to each and every day. So Young Living is clearly my choice of wellness. Essential oils are a big part of my wellness plan and the things that we do on a daily basis for myself and the dogs, whether that is using essential oils for first aid type support, or wellness support, longevity support for my little senior citizens, or health issue that we might be facing each day. The home environment is a critical piece to all of this. Our little dogs run around naked, right, with little fur coats on, and everything that is on our floors, sprayed into the air, it all lands on or is absorbed by our dogs, right? So the pads of their feet, the skin of their belly, the fur acts as a wick, all of those pull into their little bodies the molecules of fragrance and the molecules of chemicals that surround them in our homes every single day. So it's really important to try and minimize the amount of things that they are exposed to. You and I are exposed in our shampoos, in our floor cleaners, in our fabric. All of that has been eliminated from my house, every single bit of it. The first big lifestyle change that I made was to go under the kitchen sink and take out all of the cleaning products. And yes, I confess I had a bunch of really inexpensive dollar store type cleaning products. My mother was the queen of going to the dollar store with a coupon and buying something. So we had a cleaning product for everything. Stoves, countertop, everything had a different product. The problem is these products are filled with chemical constituents that have the potential to be extremely harmful to us. So let's take a look at some of these that you're going to often see in everyday household products. Phthalates are an endocrine disruptor. They can change hormone levels and cause birth defects. They can interfere with intellectual development of babies and children and may cause preterm labor. They also have been shown to associate allergies, insulin resistance, diabetes, and resistance. So when we read a statement like that, it is based on human terms, we need to also apply it to our pets. They are smaller little beings than we are, sometimes smaller, sometimes bigger, obviously, than babies, but they are exposed to these chemicals in the exact same way that each of us is. Let's look at sand. It has been associated with higher rates of allergies to both food and skin allergens. It can increase and decrease both estrogen and testosterone. It's known to pass into blood, urine, and breast milk. Even worse, it can react with the chlorine in our water supply and form a byproduct that, when exposed to the sun, is converted to dioxin. Dioxins are known to be toxic to mammals, birds, and fish. So triclosan's kind of bad news, right? We see many dogs struggling with skin conditions, allergic response, food allergies, and so on. We need to not just look at a single source. Most people will say it is an environmental factor, or it's the grass, or it's seasonal, right? There are definitely contributing factors based on the seasons. And you'll hear me in more classes talk about something called the 5-element theory, which is discussion about how the seasons affect all of this, that, you know, and the foods that we choose and the behaviors that we see, and how all of that can be a factor. But that it's summer and therefore our dog is going to be more itchy scratchy. If you truly want to resolve these things, you've got to look at these environmental factors and the chemical constituents, the ingredients of every single product that you are using, every single one, and get rid of these types of things. This is a short list. There are many others. Okay. 2-butoxethanol, not sure I'm saying that right, has been shown to cause skeleton defects in fetal rats and can inhibit coordination. So think about this from an elderly dog that is having some trouble, right? Perchloroethylene is a central nervous system depressant. That's this one here. And is a class 2 carcinogen. Chlorine, ammonia, are compounds that can be very irritating to the skin and the lungs and may have other harmful effects on our body. So y'all, this is tip of the iceberg kind of stuff. I have a book, we're going to cover that in an advanced class, that it talks about all the different chemical constituents that have the potential to be harmful to us and where they show up. They're in your makeup, they're in your shampoo, like I said, they're in your clean products. And so if your dog is coming to you and licks your face and you've got makeup clean, he's ingesting that, right? Not only are you absorbing it every single day, but your dog's ingesting it, right? I read a post the other day that said women ingest an average of 7 pounds, yes, 7 of lipstick a year. Maybe it was, I think it's a year. Maybe it's their lifetime. Anyway, I didn't really, never given that much thought, but the very next day, I was eating a sandwich that had, obviously the bread, and I took a big bite out of it, and I saw my lipstick print on the bread, and I'm like, that's how we eat it. That's how we wind up ingesting all this stuff. Luckily, the Savvy Minerals line of makeup is stuff, and I don't have to worry about the fact that it gets ingested. So again, back to our household cleaning and the environment that is our home, I want each of you to consider the Thieves cleaning product. Even if it's the only change you make right away, even if it is the only or the first simple change you make, look at the Thieves cleaning product. You can use this one bottle of naturally derived plant-based ingredients that smells really good to clean virtually every single surface in your home, every single one. We can make an all-purpose cleaner out of it. We can make a window and glass cleaner out of it. We can make things that wash our hands, things that are fruits and vegetables. You can use it in the laundry. You can use it for the carpet. You can use it for your dishwasher, pots and pans, floors, walls, fabric sprays, and so much more. It's very concentrated, so we can dilute it quite a lot. So this one bottle, typically the bottle comes in, I think it's 14.4 ounces, or you can buy a gallon of the stuff. But this smaller bottle makes at least, let me rephrase that. It makes 29 16-ounce cleaning bottles. So if you get make 29 bottles of cleaner. So a lot of people look at the small bottle and go, oh my God, that's $22, right? Yes. But it makes 29 bottles of cleaner. So that's less than $1 a bottle. You can't buy product at the dollar store for less than $1 a bottle. You just can't do it. And these chemicals are clean. They smell good. They are plant-based, and they include none of these harsh chemical ingredients in them, okay? So if you wanted to look at how you can dilute this, you can make a lighter cleaner or a really heavy-duty cleaner, and it's all based on how much you dilute a capful, or in this case, a tablespoonful of the product relative to adding water to the bottle, right? There are countless recipe ideas that I can share with you about how to make a carpet cleaner or a laundry soap or even a white product for your whites, right? You don't have to use all these other crazy cleaners. things that I have used it for in the dog space is the kennels. So there was a period of time that I had board and trained dogs, and we had a kennel building, and we cleaned everything in that room with thieves cleaner. So the wall had a metal backing to it, so that if we had an accident, we could sterilize it, but we sterilized it anyway with the thieves cleaning product. So we cleaned the floors, we cleaned the kennels, we cleaned the bedding, we cleaned dog bowls, we cleaned toys, we sprayed down the, either had to have pea gravel or concrete or some way of getting the yuck, shall we call it, away from the surfaces, right? So that they could be clean and not carry or harbor any sort of materials that could pass along germs or illness. So we washed down the gravel, right? We washed down the furniture outside. We washed everything with thieves. I know many hospitals now that are starting to use this in their hospitals. Certainly veterinarians that I am associated with are using this in their veterinary practices. And it's fantastic. Yes, I've even given a dog a bath. So when I foster or am working with a dog at the shelter, so if I've pulled a dog out of the shelter, the first thing they do when they get home is a bath. And I will put a little bit of Thieves household cleaner in the bath water along with my Animal Sense shampoo and wash them. I don't want to bring crud into my home, right? Don't want to bring shelter crud into my home. If you've ever been in a shelter that has the little foot bath for people to stick their feet down into as they go in or out of, I hate that stuff, right? And you look at it and you think, what's left in there? You know, what's been in that all day long? And so you're coming in and out of your car and all that kind of stuff. Or if I've ever taken Poppy to the shelter to do a temperament test, I have a small bottle of Thieves cleaner that I've mixed in a spray bottle that's in my car. I spray my shoes, I spray my hands, I spray Poppy's feet. We get sprayed a lot before the car. I don't want to cross-contaminate anything that might be going on in the shelter environment into my car, or certainly not into my home with the other dogs. There is a Thieves dish soap. It doesn't suds up a lot like some of the commercial branded dish soaps. So you have to get used to a little less sudsy look and feel, but it works fantastic. You can make your own. You could take that same Thieves cleaner, Thieves household cleaner concentrate, and make your own dish soap. So if you're not ready to buy everything, then start with a single bottle. You can buy it as a retail customer. You don't even have to be a member. I advise you to become a member because you're going to want to start making these lifestyle changes. But you can start with a single bottle of Thieves cleaner and make all the things that we're talking about. This soap, this dish soap, I can turn this dish soap bottle into about 2 or 3 bottles, right? So buy one and get 3 times the amount by mixing it with something else, also natural, to make sure. But you can spread these things into a great laundry soap. Fantastic. Takes just a tiny little bit. It gets out all sorts of stains. If you really need to juice up your stain fighting capabilities, take the Thieves Household Cleaner concentrate, add a couple of sprays, maybe even a direct little drop. Sometimes I just take the bottle, imagine this is the bottle, and just make a little dip right on the stain and let that set for a few minutes and add it to the laundry, and it works great, works really great. Still using dryer sheets, that's a simple, easy change to let go of. Dryer sheets are one of the most toxic things we have in our household. So shift to something like a wool dryer ball with essential oils on it, or go fragrance free with just the, right? You got a lot of choices, but get rid of the dryer sheets. Thieves spray, like I said, I keep this in my car, keep it in a lot of places. It is something that when we are out and about and I've had to clean my hands, I may have an emergency on my hands, you know, we're in like, oh my God, I can't go in that powder room, clean a little bit. Totally beneficial for that sort of stuff. Hotel rooms, if you want to make sure they're clean, use that. If you're not sure, you've heard this, they talk about the glasses in a lot of hotels not necessarily being cleaned or sanitized. You can take this and do it yourself. I'm thinking of, I'm seeing Lisa Rinna from the Real Housewives, who takes products with her and wipes down everything in her hotel room every single time. This makes a great option for doing that. There are also Thieves wipes. I don't think they're listed in this video, this presentation now that I think about it. But much like you see the wipes that come in the little container and you can, you know, pull out a sheet of it, that's an option. You can make your own. You can take paper towels and cut the paper towels in half, add a couple of capfuls of the Thieves cleaner and some water and soak it and start making your own dispensary. There is a great toothpaste option. Now, I don't recommend the toothpaste. Some of them have xylitol in it, so we don't recommend the toothpaste for the dogs. But let me tell you, I use the Thieves mouthwash. So my dogs get a spray in their mouth, I tell you every single day, but most every single day, they get it twice. And it's a little concoction of stuff that I've made to keep their breath fresh, but more importantly, try to keep their teeth clean. Little dogs, senior citizens, you know, little dogs are prone to oral issues. And so I use an essential oil base with some colloidal silver and a little bit of the mouthwash, and I make a spray for my dogs. And they like it. I mean, it's not, the first couple of times they're like, why are you doing this? But they don't hate it, right? All of these products are free from all of those ingredients that can be potentially very dangerous to us. Again, you don't look at those ingredients and think, well, I've used that toothpaste or I've used that cleaner for years and I've never had a. The issue is you've never had a problem yet. Hopefully you never will, but too many people are. We're seeing this compounding effect, this burden on the body, this burden on the liver, and burden on the cells of our body that are starting to create an unhappy environment, and we are not well. We're seeing disease. We're seeing autoimmune issues. We're seeing allergies, seizures, head issues, pain, all sorts of things. This might be part of the culprits. I know that since I have started making these lifestyle changes, I feel better. And that's what's important. When Howie was at North Carolina State with an issue with eye, she came back and said his blood work is fantastic. Not only is it exceptional for a senior citizen, it's exceptional for a dog of any age, right? And so getting these things out of our life has been extremely important to me. And I know that based on the research everybody else is doing, that these things have the potential to create harm in our lives. And I just don't even want to deal with that, right? The thieves' hand soap. So think about those little pumps of hand soap that you see in bathrooms. This one is a fantastic one to have in your home, to have in your storefronts. If you have any sort of facility where people are coming and borrowing your powder room, or you have kids or otherwise, this is fantastic. Again, you can buy extra bottles from Amazon and turn this into at least 3 bottles of hand soap. Fantastic. So I really want you to think about detoxifying your home. You, like I said, you do not have to go out and buy everything all at once. You can start with a single bottle of thieves cleaner. And I want you to be part of my team. I want you to be part of all that I am working to do to share more knowledge. I have a private group where we talk a lot about the education of essential oils and nutrition. I am working on an advanced class. It starts very soon. Members of my team have access to that. It will not only be a depth of oils that I can't do in other places, it will be homeopathy, discussions about vaccines, discussions about nutrition in a very deep way. And right now, well, actually, it is, what is today, the 24th by 2019. Young Living announced that the starter kit's actually on sale. If you're watching this 6 months or 6 weeks from now, that sale may not be available to you, but all of this is. So join, get started, and I'd love to see you start making some real lifestyle changes. And this is one of the most painless ways to go, is to just change all your cleaning products to a single bottle of thieves cleaner. And then as you run out of other products that you use in your home, and you use them, you're buying these products all the time anyway, why not replace them with a product line that you know is really not just not harmful to your health, but beneficial to your health? And we'll talk more about the thieves line and the benefits that it can bring to your immune system and to helping your environment really manage, shall we call them invaders, and seasonal issues of the winter and of the school season and all the things that we often need to fight back against. The thieves line is extremely beneficial to helping with that level of protection. So if I can help you with any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. Have a good day.